That's really good.
I love it.
Well done, Jake.
Well
Well
done,
done.
Jake.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
I love it.
Okay, I think the pressure's on Alex now to see if he can guess it right.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
might be able to. Welcome to PDQ Live. That's our new intro. Thanks, Jake. It's awesome.
Very good.
Thanks, Brooks, buddy.
We appreciate the
You are welcome.
sacrifice.
Yes. For us, it was worth it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Okay. Before we get going, Kelly, I think you have an announcement.
I do. I know it's rare that I would have an announcement at the top of the show about a webinar, but here we go. On February 18th at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, we're doing something called It's Not You, It's Microsoft. We know Microsoft can be kind of complex. It can be frustrating. This is an opportunity for you to just kind of vent those frustrations and commiserate with us. In fact, I think Tara and Josh are actually going to be hosting said webinar. Yeah, I know. Welcome back, by the way, Josh. I'm going to place a link in the YouTube chat if you'd like to register. It is going to be a good time. So once again, February 18th, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. It's not you. It's Microsoft.
Well, that's a news to me. All right. I guess I better read that outline.
Maybe you should before we do
Okay.
it.
Yeah. All right.
You should. Okay. Guess what week it is?
February 12th?
It's Patch
Oh,
Tuesday.
yeah, thanks.
Brock, tell us what happened this week.
Oh, it's an exciting week. And you're right. It is Patch Tuesday week. Nobody cares about Valentine's Day. Okay. Love is temporary. Windows patches are forever. Okay. Let's go over some of the details. We got 55 total exploits patched. Only 2 of those are critical. So, I mean, I'm looking at this. There's some elevation of privilege, some remote code execution, spoofing, feature bypass, which that one you don't see this much of. But everything was like all good until I kept scrolling. And I saw that 3 of those were publicly known and 6 of those were actively exploited. Now, I've been doing this for a couple years. And I think like if you're considering the ratio, I think this is the highest like actively exploited and publicly disclosed to total CVEs that I've ever seen. Maybe it's not a record. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look, but it's definitely like out of the ordinary to have that many actively exploited. And I think there's a reason for that. So we're going to kick off our highlights by giving you guys a 3-for-1 special. CV 2026, 21.510, 21.513, and 21.514. These are 3 of the actively exploited, and they're all 3 of the publicly disclosed. Now, these are all are security feature bypass exploits. And I imagine, since they're found by the same security researching team, I think it was Microsoft and one other team, they're all coming out at the same time. I'm assuming all of these kind of feature some kind of similar exploit. They're using some kind of similar method to take advantage of this bug. The impacted systems are MS HTML Framework, Windows Shell, and Microsoft Word. But the preview pane is not an attack vector, so that's one small win for us. We've got a couple others. We got one with the that's an Azure AI language authoring issue. This one boils down to insecure deserialization where the server's trusts specially crafted data coming in over the network and ends up executing it. No user interaction there, no authentication needed, but this one is not one of the publicly exploited ones. And then we have CVE 2026 21519. This is one of the ones that are exploited out in the wild. But it's not publicly disclosed. This is the type confusion vulnerability impacting desktop window manager. The attack vector is local and requires only low privileges, but people, again, even though it's like the attack vector is local, requires some privileges, like this is actively being exploited out in the wild. So definitely watch out for this. Now, this is normally with this many like publicly exploited bugs out there, vulnerabilities. Normally I would be like, hey, get on the ball, like go out and get these like patches fixed, but it's been like month after month of bad updates coming out of Microsoft. Like if you're on Reddit at all, like you're just seeing people like with stuff on fire because updates have just like bricked systems. So I think now like the best advice I can give right now is to make sure like review your update groups, your update rings. make sure you have a good pilot group. Make sure that like people are actually testing these things out thoroughly before you put them out into production. Okay. If you can speed up that process, then you can speed up patching, then, you know, overall your environment is more secure. That's my recommendation would be.
Did you just make a WSUS reference? I think you did. Update rings.
No.
WSUS! You know, I had to say it.
It's not just what's us.
I had to say it. I had to say it, Josh.
Yeah. Okay.
I couldn't help it. Brock, it's not you. It's Microsoft. Okay.
It is.
I couldn't help
I've been
it.
saying it for years.
Thanks, Brock.
Can
Okay.
we put that on a t-shirt?
Hey, no. Hey, people like your love is temporary. Windows patches are forever. They want that on a t-shirt, Brock.
There we go.
That is a good one.
I do like
That's
that
a
one.
good one.
Yep.
Why not? All right. Thanks, Brock. Josh, last week we did a little lesson into VS Code.
Okay.
It was awesome. And guess who's back?
Andrew.
Andrew's back for lesson number 2. Take it away, Andrew.
Tara, you are right. We did learn a little bit about VS Code, a thing or two, and I'm actually going to connect to your machine and look at a few things. So yeah, we learned the basic functionality of VS Code, a little bit of it last week. Hopefully y'all have been dabbling, and we were going to cover some extensions, but figured it would be more apropos to cover them a little bit more detail here. So I have combined a few fantastic extensions that I would like to show off. And in true form, I'm actually going to start off with arguably the best. You know, I'm not going to judge for you. Let me know if the screen is shared and looking good on their end.
Ooh, we gotta pull up Visual Studio Code. You're driving this thing.
Oh, I thought you were connected to it.
I am connected to it. Sorry. I'm also...
There you
I'm
go.
kind of connected in 2 different ways. Okay. So yes, this is VS Code. Lovely application here. There's this thing called Live Share, which I've gotten. So over here, you click for the extensions. There's a lot of fantastic stuff. Woohoo. One of those, and a lot of these extensions, despite being installed, a lot of them are actually disabled because I want to show them off with you all. I'm trying to just drag and move that just a little bit. Okay, we have this thing called Live Share. VS Code Live Share. Mentioned it last week, but we're going to actually show it off a little bit because pair programming is amazing and it's trusted. It's by Microsoft. So you can probably use this with your coworkers or, you know, maybe with some other people if you're trying to learn. You basically get it installed and you can click on Live Share down here. I'm going to press F1 because that's my go-to. That's my little baby, F1. And type in Live Share. Bada boom, copy collaboration link, and you're good to go. I have already connected. So if we pull up our little folders here, we have some cool stuff. We'll start with just open up a random file, and you can see we're looking around here.
What is this?
Oh, this is for a future demo. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I can see this is it's a little much.
Yeah.
But you see on the left side, we have this live share thing. And oh my gosh, Tara, you are live sharing with Andrew right now. We are participating.
Who's that
That
guy?
is fantastic. Oh my gosh, it's I wouldn't trust him, but
I know.
apparently you've given him access to your VS Code. But let's do this thing called follow participant. So you imagine you're working with a coworker, they're trying to explain something. Maybe it's in multiple files. You can see that you're following me here as I click around. It's like Google Docs, but for your code. So you can type something here on your end, and I can on my end, as Andrew Pla, type something on my end, bada boom. I can see what you're running in the terminal. There's more stuff you can do, but it's quite powerful. If you are working with someone who does not have VS Code installed, the really cool thing is you give them a link and it opens up VS Code in the browser. So they're able to totally follow along with you if they don't really know what's going on, if they don't have VS Code installed, no matter what's going on. There's some cool stuff with VS Code Live Share. So check that one out. That's just getting us started. You know, I think we mentioned it, we teased it last week. There is a fantastic app because some of us, you know, there's varying levels of spelling that we have on this team. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. You know, we had tournaments about it. So this is an example of that. We got function, get, user details, username, environment, and a bunch of things are mistyped. I don't see that on first glance. A lot of these look like they're spelled correctly, which therein lies the problem, my friends. We need to enable or install, if we don't have it. Oh, I'm on my end. Whoops. We need to install, what was it called? Something about spelling. Yeah, code spell checker. So right here, I'm going to click the little settings. I have auto update selected. I'm going to click restart extensions. I think I can go full screen on this now. All right. Looks like it's enabled. Boom. Enable. There you go. There's the button I'm looking for. Okay, now it's enabled. I disabled it for this demo, but oh my goodness, would you look at that? Everything that's wrong is now right.
That's cool, Andrew.
That is kind of cool. You know, we hover over it. It says we can view the problem. That's less helpful. We can quick fix it. Let's click that. There you go. We can click that. We can go through. But if you really suck at typing, you're going to, it's going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So I do a little magic combo. We hit F1. What do we type? Think we'll do, I'm going to type in quick fix because that's what it said there, right? Let's see. Oh, fix all issues with a preferred suggestion in the current document. AKA, if you barely misspelled something, it'll fix it pretty much. So let's check that out. Ta-da!
That's pretty neat.
Wow.
You don't need to know. Exactly. Very helpful, especially if you're dealing with people with dual languages kind of going on, or if people just are not that good at typing. Nothing wrong with that.
Wow.
So we have, code spell checker.
I like that.
Now, we talked about that little bit of a pair programming thing with VS Code Live Share. Well, I kind of have to tell you about GitHub Copilot. Okay, it's sort of required these days. Looks like it's actually already enabled. Yeah, I know. It is a pretty powerful extension that I do use quite a bit. And I think it's free for like up to 2,000 code completions and 50 chat messages. So you can kind of dabble around. If you're a developer, you're probably going to reach those limits if you're using it heavily. But that's what we got here. It'll read your file and see what's going on. So this is an incomplete file, obviously. Well, hopefully, obviously. And I'm just going to tab and see what's up. We're going to keep tabbing. If I need to, I'll press enter, tab again. See if it'll just fill the whole thing out. I don't mind this method because if you're newer to PowerShell, maybe you can follow along. It's not giving you everything at once. So you can kind of, okay, we're getting the report. Maybe you can run that stuff. Let's, okay, a couple more tabs. Bada boom. Okay, let's look at this real quick. So yeah, the idea is to take a folder, check the hashes in every file, and export a CSV with the file size, the path, and the hash. Okay, it looks like that's what this is going to do. So we'll do that. Highlight it all. Press F8 to run the selection, which means we now have this function defined. So we'll just run this. Get file hash report. Folder path. We'll just do a dot. And then, we'll just keep all this stuff. Yes, we need. Looks like there might have been an issue. Export CSV. Well, occasionally there are going to be issues with the code it gives you, as you can see here. Sometimes, things happen. I'm not quite sure why. Yeah. Okay, so nothing was generated. That is the downside of AI at times. There's other ways you can use this, such as the chat on the side. Let's see if it will come up without having to relaunch everything. Chat. Okay. Fix the script. Okay, we'll let it do its work.
Fix it.
Fix the thing you
So
wrote.
while it's doing that, there's already questions. How do you know which extensions to trust? What do you say to that, Josh?
Like all things, like they can be published by the community. Look at the publisher. Look on if they're digitally signed. If you're finding something that looks too good to be true, obviously it's going to be too good to be true, right? Most of this they all link to a GitHub page. So worst case scenario, go read it yourself, right? See what it is.
Yeah. Or if you're new, like me, ask someone who knows.
Yeah.
And if you're new, start small. Don't add everything initially. Like you can get started and realize, I could probably make this better here. I don't type very good. Add the spell checker. You're going to pair program, add some of the other stuff. But to tag along to what you were saying, Josh, is you got this thing right here, which is a little bit of a reassurance. If they have this, that means they've verified that they own the website. And as you can see, some of these don't have that. So for example, Code Snap, which I don't think I'm actually going to be demoing this, but you can see it was last updated recently. And it's a little bit sketchier. There are some other ones that haven't been updated in quite a while. Let's see. I think Inline Values is one that hasn't been updated. Yeah, so it was last released 3 years ago. You can install this and uncheck auto update. That's what I would do. Uncheck auto update. It's been around for a few years, and just kind of audit what you have. You don't want a bunch of stale extensions because, yeah, it's just not the best vibe. Just going to click a couple buttons here.
Click all the buttons, Andrew.
Just clicking some stuff.
Yeah, just do it. I mean,
What's the worst that could happen?
Click allow, install extensions. Just send it.
It's not my machine, right?
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just fine. Do
Okay.
it.
Share access to your
Yes.
terminal while you're at it.
Oh, one step at a time there, sir.
Yeah.
Get file hash report. Let's just try this one more time.
Okay.
Oops.
Oh.
Parameter output, parameter alias. Okay, well, there's something here. I won't spend my time troubleshooting it. This is what you may find yourself doing. And you can go back and forth with this chat over here, similar to ChatGPT, but you can see there's a little file right here. Look at that. That means that it has access to the current file, has a little bit more context, a little bit less copy and pasting back and forth. So it's worth checking out and refining how it works best for you. Okay, sorry. Next thing would be, and the idea here was I was going to have a CSV that kind of came out. So let me see if I can find a different CSV.
We should really get the Jeopardy music playing when things like this happen.
Yeah, just the pressure. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
really helpful. Yeah, why not?
All right, we did it. We're sort of somewhere.
Okay.
This is a CSV. CSV is comma separated values. You have a bunch of stuff separated by a comma. As you can see right here, it ain't too easy on the eyes. There's a lot of stuff. I see a comma. It bleeds together. Different things are different lengths. Rainbow CSV. See how it's grayed out? That means it's not enabled. Let's enable that bad boy. Enable.
Ooh.
Now we have colors. Everybody likes some colors here. So just small things like this, quality of life, makes it a little bit easier for your eyes here and there, especially if you have to work with CSV files, which pretty sure we all do one way or the other. Last one, similar vibe right there, Indent Rainbow. So you can see there's a lot of nested things going on. Obviously, this is a little exaggerated compared to what you might see. But if you're trying to line things up with your eyes, it's just, there's purple here. Okay, there's the closing brace. It's a little confusing. I like Indent Rainbow. Let's see it. Indent Rainbow. Where are you? Here it is. Grayed out because it's disabled. Let's enable and show you the true magic. Ta-da!
Oh.
So your eyes, you don't have to follow a line. You can just, boom, use your eyes. You know, they work.
That should be
We can see
default.
color.
That should just be part of the IDE.
There might be a setting that you can enable. I think
Yeah.
there was something along these lines that was eventually integrated, but clearly not by default. I think we're running out of time. Drew, is that true?
Yeah, you've probably got about another 60 seconds if you want to wrap up. No, if you have one more to
60
throw.
seconds?
You can go 2. You can go 2 minutes.
Do it.
I
Just
got
do
one
it.
more. This is for the advanced PowerShellers out there. Inline values. Now, what does that mean? Well, you got values here. Total, $ total. What does that actually mean? Sometimes you're going to be writing a script and you're going to want to know without having to like decipher, okay, on line 1, I said this and that. No. Without getting into what debugging is, we're going to click this thing. It's called a breakpoint, meaning we're going to run our script and it's going to break right there. It's going to pause for us. It's going to let us think. I'm going to click run and see what's up. Ta-da. Without having to do a whole bunch of other stuff, you can see if there's a variable in like little blurred out text a little bit or grayed out text, you can see what those variable values are. Again, those small quality of life things, your eyes aren't having to jump around as much, just makes it a little bit easier to fix things and to troubleshoot your scripts and not just walk away.
Not just run selections and then output the value of the variable. That's huge.
That's still what I do a lot, but
Well, yeah.
this is here for the times that I forget.
Nice.
Those
Thanks,
are
Andrew.
very helpful.
You're welcome. And there's, infinite, you can keep looking for others. I think it's worth starting small, finding things that work for you and expanding over time. Don't get a million things that you don't understand how they work, but maybe adopt a couple of these to your workflows and see what happens.
Awesome. Okay, thanks, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're going to close some of this, okay?
Just close the whole thing. Just send it. Yep.
Just send it. Let's just do it Josh style. Let's just close absolutely everything. All right, we are going to go to deploy an inventory.
All right. So we're shifting
We haven't
gears.
been there in a while. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So I heard from a couple people, those pesky Microsoft Store apps were a little bit hard to uninstall.
I think uninstalls in general
Yeah.
can be tricky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes. You got to get the parameter just right. So.
Well, and you have to know what type of thing you're uninstalling.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a system component?
Mhm.
Is it an application? Is it like a store app or provisioned app?
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of stuff. What are you trying to uninstall?
Yeah. So we're going to go step by step.
Okay.
And,
But we're going to make it easy for you.
yeah. So Drew is going to attach this help document, which kind of covers everything. But full disclosure, you might encounter some errors. So we're actually going to talk about the errors as well. Okay. So this will be attached to the description of the video. Should you watch this later on, you can cover it. But just quickly, I'm going to talk about this. This is a script, but it's also a package, but it's basically a PowerShell script.
Mhm.
As it's going to run an audit only. It's not going to do anything as far as uninstalling as it is. What it is going to do is it's going to tell you what's installed on the machine. I just want to make that clarifying statement before we do anything, okay?
Got it.
So let's jump into D&I.
Okay.
Should we?
Yep.
But first, how about I log in?
Yeah. All right. So this is a package from the package library called Uninstall It All.
Yep.
So to use this thing, go to the package library, download Uninstall It All, and then
Then you're going to see
You
it
got
right
it.
here. And you see how it says audit only?
Yep.
Because it's audit only.
Okay.
So let's run it first, okay? Because it's going to take a second.
Okay.
Shouldn't have done that first.
Well, you ran it right there on Fleetwood.
I did.
Yeah.
But pretend like we just ran it.
Okay.
Okay. So after you run it, you're going to click on this steps right here. And this is important. We're going to click on output log. This is what we care about. See all these applications that are on here?
Mm-hmm.
Because we need it to be exactly just as it's written right here. Before we did this, I ran Minecraft, the game. I installed it on Fleetwood.
Okay.
I forgot that part.
So
That's
this output log is going to contain the names and the type of installation
Mhm.
for everything that is there, right? So
Exactly.
we've got a user base. So OneDrive is a user base install.
Yep.
We've got some store apps.
Yep.
And then we've got some like machine-wide installs.
Exactly.
Okay, so what are we trying to uninstall?
See how they're just kind of weird, though? That's what I wanted to point out. Like,
Yeah.
some of them can be kind of funky. So I'm looking for Minecraft.
Minecraft?
Minecraft.
You
And
gotta
I
keep-
did the education edition.
You got to keep going then.
Yeah.
You're only in the C's.
I'm only in the C's, but it was super weird, and I can tell I already passed it. But let's just pretend for the sake of this that I copied it perfectly, okay? Oh, I did it so perfect. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Shh, I copied it perfectly. You missed it. Okay, then I'm going to come back.
Okay, so then you duplicate the
I
package, right?
duplicate the package. Exactly. I duplicate the package. And then because I'm a crazy person, what I did is I copied it exactly as it was and I named it that. I know. Stay with me now. I get confused easily. So I named it that way. Okay.
Okay.
Then step 1, uninstall this. This is what matters though. This parameters. It has to be named exactly what it was. Then parentheses on this side and parentheses on this side.
Or
So
quotes.
it has to be perfect because I tried at first to do a wildcard after it and then parentheses. It did not like that.
No.
It did not care
does
for
not.
that.
So that's why the audit mode is exceptionally important. Run the audit,
Important.
see what you're
Yes.
trying to uninstall,
Yeah.
copy
And-
paste,
And in one,
and throw it in params.
yeah, there was a space at one time. Then I was like, no, I don't like you. I won't do that.
Well, yeah, because there's a space. They're different.
I know. Yeah. So just telling you.
Okay.
And some of the games were different, by the way. I tried to do Roblox. It wanted something different. It did want a wild card.
Mhm.
Just throwing that out there. Some of them are different.
Mhm.
Okay, so you run this. It's going to uninstall it. Then I reran it, the audit load, the uninstall it all, and then I just checked it because I'm a crazy person to make sure it was gone. I know you like to use reports, but I wanted to
Or
check it my
collections,
way.
yeah.
Yeah, I did it that way to see that it was gone.
Okay.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just saying this is just a quick way to not have to go hunt through the registry,
Yes.
right? Because that's typically where you find a lot of uninstall strings or Windows Store apps. There's typically different ways to do that. I think a gotcha
Yes.
that is in here is we'll also report things that are Windows components
Yes.
as installed applications, but they're Windows components.
Yes.
In those cases, the uninstall is not going to work because
Yeah.
those are going to have to use DISM.
I'm going to show one that I was fighting with this week. And
Okay.
I brought it up to you, and you're like, yeah, that won't work. It was input game. Keep talking, Josh. I got.
Well, I'm okay. I'm confused where we're going, but
sorry, I won't do that. Keep talking.
no, I was just confused.
I'm gonna listen to you
Just
instead.
so like as you read the output logs, it'll tell you why it can or cannot uninstall, and then you'll have to look and see: is it a Windows Store app? Is it a machine-wide install? Is it a per-user install? Some of them you might have to do a little Googling, right? Like the Microsoft Game Input, I think is the one you were talking about.
Yeah.
That is a Windows
The game
component.
input, yeah.
Yeah, that's a Windows component. That's not an app.
Okay.
If you really wanted to remove it, then you have to use DISM to go remove things like that.
Yeah. Okay. And the article actually goes through all of it. Oh, I see people are talking. What are we saying in the comments here? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So, what have you encountered with DISM? What are the additional steps to do that way if you actually did want to
You
install
mean
it?
there's that's like the choose your own adventure books. You remember those? You're like, I want to uninstall. It says use DISM, and then you have to flip through like 40 decision trees later, and then you're like,
Yeah.
you died.
Yeah.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That when I was trying to uninstall that one, I was like, oh, cursor, oh! Yeah, I
Yeah.
was getting kind of frustrated with it. But once I got the right parameters, I installed like 3, and I was like, okay, this is working perfectly. But yeah, there was some picking along the way that was getting me annoyed. But yeah,
Yep.
worked perfectly after that. So
Okay, it's a cool package.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
really helpful. Instead of having to go hunt, just use this to generate. It'll also tell you in the output log what it actually ran to uninstall. So if you wanted to turn that into a tool, into a part of a script, into something else, like, you can build your own adventure.
yeah, and
With this
multiples. You can
package.
do multiples too. Just
You sure can.
comma separated.
Yep.
So okay, perfect. So yeah, go read the article first and then uninstall away.
Have at it.
Have at it. Well, that went faster than I thought. All right. Anything else you
Okay.
want to add?
The package works in Connect too.
It does.
Right, works the exact same way. So if you're in Connect and you run the uninstall it all with the parameter of the thing you're trying to install, guess what? Connect does the exact same thing.
Just click on the ellipses, duplicate it, then change it.
Yep.
Add to parameters the name of your application you want to uninstall.
Cool.
All
Well,
right.
thanks, Tara.
Welcome back, Josh.
I'm glad to be back.
You guys want to take the last few minutes and show off really cool new things in Connect?
Oh, yeah. We forgot.
Shiny new things.
So we have actually covered this before, and it's gonna. Well, we already opened it, but if you haven't noticed, you can share packages now amongst tenants, right?
Yeah.
Custom packages. you
This is
can
now
share.
GA. It's no longer like beta or private access. It's now general availability. You want to share a package, you click it.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
So I think as soon as everyone opens it, you're going to get a big thing that says, hey, this is general. So you just click multiple right, and then you can share it. Of course, I got to close this now.
Yep. And the next new thing is redeploy from failed step.
Yeah.
Right. So if you've got a deployment that's failed,
Oh, where did I have one?
scroll
I had
down a little
one
bit.
failed one, didn't I?
Scroll down a little bit there. Let's find one right there. That one that's highlighted. Down one more. Click that right there.
This one.
Okay.
Failed steps.
So now we've got a deploy package here. So if you click OK, click the checkbox on the left, click on that guy and go redeploy.
Yep. That's new this week.
Yep.
So.
There's new. And you have to pick the deployment on the left side first.
Sorry, I thought I clicked that.
Yep.
Okay.
Actions and redeploy. Then you can get this new start from fail step. So it's not a full-on redeploy of the entire package. Maybe you've got something that's really long that takes a long time. It'll just start from where it failed last time.
Yay.
Shiny new thing
Two
in
new
Connect.
things in Connect. Okay, cool. Thanks, Josh.
You're welcome. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us for PDQ. I'm Josh.
I'm Tara.
Thank you so much for joining our webcast today. We really appreciate it when you show up and hang out with us. If you have additional questions, always feel free to reach out to our support forums. Join us on Discord. That's where the party is, and also that's where you can get tons and tons of help. Have a fantastic week, and we'll see you back here next time.